AM 1430 KRGI 105.5 FM. Good morning. I'm Brian Gallagher. We have a guest in studio today from Central District Health Department. Andrew Hills is back to talk with us about some important safety tips with the 4th coming up on Monday and fireworks season in full swing already. These are important things to remember, especially if you have young ones that are around that are eager to participate. First, welcome back. Good to have you here.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
Let's talk about fireworks safety because most of this comes down to making the right decisions. So let's make sure you have some important facts to ponder as you get ready for these celebrations.
Well, I think first and foremost is it's going to be the 4th of July. People want to celebrate. Alcohol and celebrations go hand in hand. Unfortunately, fireworks... not only should they not be in your hand, but they also don't mix well with alcohol. So please enjoy the festivities, but alcohol and fireworks are not good bedfellows. We don't want people getting injured. We want people to have fun, but unfortunately too many people end up in hospital or worse each year as a result of accidents that take place.
It's important to make good decisions as far as age, too, because kids get really excited by these, and oftentimes those are the injuries that pop up because they get a little careless or eager.
Yeah, they do. I mean, obviously the easiest way is to go to an organized display, but if you're going to do your own, make sure that you do them away from your house. Make sure you do them away from anything that's flammable. Do something like have a fire extinguisher or a bucket of water on hand to extinguish something. Don't go back to a firework that's been lit and hasn't gone off, because it might go off later. And, age-appropriate supervision. Supervise your children near the fireworks. Keep them well back. Be the responsible adult. Set off the fireworks if you're going to set them off, and let your kids or other kids enjoy them, but don't let them play with them. They're not toys. They're small explosive devices.
A lot of times when we talk fireworks, people assume we're only talking about things that go boom. Something else to keep in mind is that sparklers can have their own level of danger that you look at first and go, that'll be okay. But if you think about it, there are a lot of injuries that come from sparklers.
There are. I mean, the temperature at the end of a sparkler is incredibly hot. And what's the first thing that kids are going to do with them? They wave them around in the air because they're really pretty. And that's great. But be away from other kids so that some other kid doesn't wave it and stick it in the other kid's face when they're playing with it. Sparklers are possibly the number one cause of injuries for fireworks, certainly for children. Just some horrible, horrible burns that can come from them, and completely avoidable as well.
It's mostly about decisions. Make sure you decide to have something to douse a firework, or just in case they get into an area where maybe there's some dry leaves or grass or whatever, they can be doused quickly. But you want to make sure that you have good spacing to avoid potential accidents that come from that. Make sure that you work with things at a safe distance, regardless of age, to help avoid issues. Make sure that you're not trying to combine a bunch of these explosive things together, because little booms add up to a big boom, and that can be its own problem there. And as you mentioned earlier, when it comes to mixing alcohol and fireworks, not the best combination.
No, I mean, we have to be sensible. We have to be the big person in the room. If we want to show off fireworks for the kids, I'll be setting off fireworks for my kids, and we probably have a local display to go to as well. I'll be the one doing it, and then maybe I'll have a beverage after I've done the fireworks for them. And obviously not playing around with them, not trying to be cool and modifying or making our own, not using illegal fireworks, not throwing away fireworks as soon as they've gone off because they could still be hot and cause a fire later on. I tend to damp mine down and then throw them away the next day. And then as a dog owner, one of the other things that people forget is, my dogs are terrified by fireworks going off. I'll have mine in the basement. I'll have the radio on for them, give them something else to listen to so they're not getting scared, so they don't run off. I'll be bringing my dog walking ahead earlier in the evening because most people will be setting off their fireworks when it goes dark. And that way I'm not stressing out my animals.
Good decisions can make for better celebrations. Is there something available, like from a website or something that folks can get
There
to?
are various places people can go to. All they need to do is just go to Google fireworks safety. If they're concerned, they can go to everything from the SPCA up to the Consumer Product Safety Council, Hall County government site has some information on there about what times they're allowed to set them off as well. So city ordinance through to the 3rd, they're allowed to set fireworks off till 10. On the 3rd, they can do it till 11 at night, and on the 4th till midnight. So that's a thing about being respectful of your neighbors as well.
Things to keep in mind to try to make your 4th of July celebration just a little bit safer. Andrew Hills from Central District Health Department with some safety tips. Always a pleasure. Have a great 4th.
I will. Thank you.
Good morning from AM 1430 KRGI, 105.5 FM. 5 FM.